The Avenger.
The road to crime ends in a trap that justice sets. Crime does not pay.
Collier is the only one who shares his secrets and knows that he is the man the underworld fears as the Avenger. And now, the Avenger and the Thoroughbred murder. A group of weekend guests are gathered at the racecourse on George Felden's elaborate country estate.
Oh, this is going to be a very exciting weekend, Jim. Just imagine having our pick of George Felden's famous thoroughbreds to ride.
It'll be a treat, all right, Fern.
And that stagecoach race at the fair tomorrow. That should be something to see.
It will be. The idea of having women drivers is quite a novelty. Come over to the rail, Fern. Rosalind Burke is going to give George Felden's coach and four a workout. She's going to drive his coach in the race tomorrow.
Jim, do you think Rosalind has a chance to win? I don't think she looks strong enough to handle that team.
Well, I'll be able to answer that better after I've seen what kind of showing she makes on this practice run.
Well, Brandon, how much are you willing to put on Rosalind to win the race tomorrow?
Whether she wins or not, Eddie, she'll get reams of publicity out of it. I take it that was the idea behind the whole thing.
Of course. An actress always needs publicity, you know.
But I thought Rosalind retired from the stage 2 years ago, when she married William Burke.
A great actress never retires, Fern, and Rosalind is a great actress.
Yes, I saw several plays in which you two were co-stars.
And you'll see our name in lights again, Fern, if I can talk some sense into Rosalind. Eddie Woods and Rosalind Dale. That combination still has a draw.
Oh, George is bringing the coach up to the starting line. She'll be ready to go in a minute.
Oh, I'll see you later. I want to time this.
Eddie Woods is certainly anxious to get Rosalind back on the stage, isn't he?
And with good reason. He hasn't had a play since she retired to marry Burke. But I think he's wasting his time. Burke is set against Rosalind, going on with her career.
Yes, Mr. Burke seems to hate the theater and everyone connected with it.
The coach is ready to start. Watch this, Fern.
Here she comes.
Let him out, Bart.
Oh, good heavens, Jim, look at her go.
Yes, we don't need to worry about her being strong enough to handle that team. She's in perfect control.
Well, that takes a lot of nerve. I couldn't do it.
She's reached the